Coronavirus containment efforts are about to clash with flood season. Both disasters require personal protective equipment like masks, gowns, and gloves. 5 on your side's Tracy Hinson heard from mayors up and down the Mississippi River.
Mike, I am along the Mississippi River here, and it is at minor flood stage right now, and it'll continue to rise into spring and could even spill over into summer like it did last year. Now, everyone living along the river faces not one disaster, but possibly two.
Hey, call Lord Yahweh White, Yahweh Shai. Hey, the ones to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to you sincere Hakim out there pushing the truth across the 4 corners of the earth. And as you can see, these Edomites really got to get hit hard, okay? Because they thought, you know, during that winter time, it was bad. But now, as we can see, we got more coming to them, okay? Just like with Egypt, just like the same thing. And, you know, if I might say, just like different brothers have been confirming, it's not just going to be 2 things. It's not just going to be flooding as well as disease. But it's going to be many things, okay? Because you got different meat production packing plants that are closing down here in the Midwest, you know, because this is where all the cattle and stuff comes from, of course. They have to close them down, or the production is limited because, you know, people have to be 6 feet apart. They have to, you know, maintain a certain distance apart. You know, so the famine is coming as well. All right, and then of course, I believe very shortly, you also got locusts, which every few years the locusts, they come out the ground. I think this might be a locust year too. I'm not 100% for certain on that, but hey, this place has it coming. This place has it coming as it goes. All right, and this is all according to the will and power of the Most High through His Son, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, that these Edomites are getting hit like this because, well, just give one scripture just to start it off. This is Romans 9:17. Okay, it said, "For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth." Right? And these Edomites, they're hardening them. They're hardening themselves. Okay, they're going to their different bunkers. They're going to their little retreats, their second homes, in different lands and different places. And you know, this shit is going down. They're still ordering stuff through Amazon. You know, they're not. Their eyes aren't on the poor. Their eyes aren't on the lowly people. Their eyes are on themselves. Okay, and the Lord is bringing them down too. All right, and this man, these Edomites, you know, especially here in the Midwest and across the South, you know, because they were floods and stuff down there as well. These are some of the most proudest devils, even though they're also some of the basest devils on this planet. You know, the redneck hillbilly buck to all that stereotype that comes from here. All right, and the whole blonde thing. That's why they gave her the job. All right, because they celebrate that leprosy and that wickedness. All right, but the Most High is exposing this place, and He's making them bare.
We are currently facing a threat on 2 fronts. On one front, we have the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, and on the other, the accelerating spring 2020 flood season.
It's gonna be a lot. You hear that sound? That's the jets flying over. They got jets flying over. I don't know if you heard it. Hopefully the mic captured it, but yeah, they got jets flying over doing maneuvers. And that's in all cities across America too, because they're preparing for what's coming. All right, so these Edomites know. All right, and these Edomites, these ones, especially the ones who they waited You know, even after it was illegal to have slaves, they still kept slaves until, you know, they had to let it go. All right. Even some places I heard they didn't let people go into the early 1900s, where people still didn't know that slavery was illegal, and these Edomites still kept slaves. Okay. So these Edomites are being hit the hardest, the poor white trash Edomites who try to, you know, look to Jake for camaraderie or something. We're in this together. Or even the ones who they come to your neighborhood and they beg for money. A damn Edomite. Here it is. They're supposed to be the so-called, you know, super IQ people of this world, right? But they got to come in your neighborhood to beg, huh?
The river cuts and winds through mid-America. During flood season, it could bring entire...
Look at that. And last year it flooded, did billions of dollars worth of damage. Billions of dollars worth of shortages. And all right now, it's already a shortage. The stocks on the shelves are already damaged. Everything on the shelf is already gone. All right? How much more now with these emergency situations? Now that they got to use extra caution, they're gonna have to go in and save some of these people. They might have a Rona. They might have a Rona. So hey, this place is through, man. Call Allah Yahweh Yahweh Shai. All right, and this is Genesis 41, all right, because you know this man, they do all this Egypt shit and Egypt worship and all this stuff. You know, they pride themselves in being Pharaoh. We just read how the Most High raised up Pharaoh, and he also hardened him. And he raised him up, the way he raised him up was through one of the sons of Jacob. Okay, just like this place was raised up through Israel. Okay, what was that? George Washington Carver, he's famous for being a plant scientist, dealing with different plants and how certain oils could be created from this plant, that plant, you know, the peanut, some of that vegetable oil, okay, dealing with sweet potato. He dealt with a whole bunch of plants, man. He dealt with a whole bunch of plants, peanut butter, and you know, he had a great spirit of Jacob, okay, being the former of all things. And I'm willing to bet that stuff was back there in Egypt too, man, some of that stuff. Okay, and Salaki for the music and shit, you know, Jake is stir crazy, so they acting a damn fool out here, but that's just what you got to deal with. This is Genesis 41:33. Now, therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise and set him over the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh do this. Let's see, I'm going to jump down. Right, and that food, yeah, and let them gather all the food of those good years that come and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities. And that food shall be stored to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. Right. And this is Joseph talking to Pharaoh. Okay, this is one of the sons of Israel. And hey, all of the sons of Israel are important. We all have a part to play. Okay, us as a nation, as we're standing together, as brothers are prophesying, bringing different things out, different locations, different spirits from apostles and elders on down, everything, man. This is all part of a ministry, and we're supposed to take pride in our workmanship, in our craftsmanship, because we are the form of all things. But back to this, right, and let them gather up, and that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. And the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh, in the eyes of all his servants. Yeah, so hey, Egypt would have been through if Joseph hadn't come and given them that understanding, all right? Just like America, man. Hey, the Most High used us to keep this place going. Now this place is about to be fucking through, all right, because the elect are woken up. And the thing was good in the eye, all right. And Pharaoh said unto his servants, can we find such a one as this is, a man in whom the spirit of the Most High is? Right. Yeah. Pharaoh even said it, and he's supposed to be believing in all these different deities and these different entities and all these. And he knew that the Most High was the top power of all of them, okay? Just like these top elite Edomites, they know the Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is the top greatest power of the universe, all right? And they fear as such. That's why the scriptures say what? The devils know his name and tremble. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, for as much as the Most High showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art. Thou shalt be over my house, and according unto thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in the throne will I be greater than thou. Wow. So only in matters of rulership and sitting on the throne will Pharaoh be greater, but he made Joseph over everything. You know? So that's crazy, man. And this man, in this day and age, because that was a son of Ham. Now we're dealing with a different Pharaoh, the son of Esau. His rules are different. They don't even have the integrity to bring out all of our history that we've done for this place, man. They still try to act like we were just here and just profited, for free. All right, and that's why ultimately the Most High is putting this hell on these damn devils. But back to the news.
Towns like Grafton and Clarksville to a standstill, but COVID-19 has done the same thing.
We now have close to 400,000 coronavirus cases in the U.S. More than 15,000 of those cases are along the Mississippi River.
The demand for personal protective gear is high, and no one town or hospital seems to have enough. Does East St. Louis have enough PPE materials right now?
No, we don't. We're no different than what's nationally. There's a shortage, and we're trying to scramble and find the things that we need.
And like many mayors, Eastern is having to do more with less.
Most challenging hurdle was when they shut down all the casinos, and that impacted us tremendously. The casino queen makes up between 65 to 75% of our general fund.
Less money.
Man, they said the casino, which is it's a riverboat. People go in there, lose their money. Put it in the slots and never get it back. And what they say is 60 to 70% of the money. They can't run the gambling. They can't run any of the industries. If it's non-essential, it's shut down. So, hey, this is, and I don't see it coming back. I don't see it. And if it does, it's never going to be the same. I'll put it like that.
Need to buy PPE and provide for the overall health of this community. Mayor Eastern is part of a group of mayors up and down the Mississippi who are working together to gather the supplies they need to not only battle imminent flooding, but to also combat COVID-19.
The folks who might fight a flood would not need any protective equipment. It's just as a result of the virus, of course.
Now, masks and gloves will be needed for people filling sandbags and for public works employees who are mitigating flood concerns. N95 medical-grade masks should not be required for flood mitigation. Along the Mississippi River in St. Louis.
Shit.
I'm Tracy Hinson, 5 on your side.
Yep, and shit. Going back, look at the water. The water usually isn't that high. It's already high. I'm probably gonna go out to the bridge or something and take a look for myself, but it's already high. All right, it just rained twice in the last day. So it's coming, man. The spring rains are coming. All right, now in combination, man. This is all the spirit power of Yahweh Shai. All right, and it say what? 1 Kings 8:33. When thy people Israel shall be smitten down before the enemy, because they have sinned against thee, and shall turn again to thee and confess thy name and pray and make supplications unto thee in this house, then hear thou in heaven and forgive the sin of thy people Israel, and bring them again unto the land which thou gavest unto their fathers. When heaven is shut up and there is no rain, because they have sinned against thee, if they pray toward this place and confess thy name and turn from their sin, when thou afflictest them, Then hear thou in heaven, and forgive the sin of thy servants and of thy people Israel, that thou teach them the good way wherein they should walk, and give rain upon thy land, which thou hast given to thy people for an inheritance. Right? So it's ultimately the Most High that controls whether the heavens are shut up or whether there's rain or all of that stuff. Okay, and just like then, it's the same now. Right? If there be in the land famine, if there be pestilence, blasting, mildew, locusts, or if there be caterpillar, right? Anything that's gonna keep and destroy the crops and you know, mess with people's livelihoods, basically, which is what this plague is doing too. If their enemy besiege them in the land of their cities, which happened to us as well, whatsoever plague, whatsoever sickness there be, what prayer or supplication soever be made by any man about all thy people Israel, which shall know every man the plague of his own heart, and spread forth his hands toward this house. Then hear thou in heaven thy dwelling place, and forgive, and do, and give to every man according to his ways, which heart thou knowest, for thou, even thou only, knowest the hearts of all the children of men, right? And he knows the hearts of these Edomites especially well, and the scriptures tells us about how they feel, how they think. All right. So this is what it means to trust the Lord, man. We can clearly, the Lord has given us the understanding of how this man thinks, how he moves, how he plans, how he schemes, how he plots. All right. This should be a faith boost to the brothers, man, because we're coming to a time where, yeah, things are getting a little shaky. You know, you got to kind of adapt to different situations and adapt to different changes you might have to make. But we're rolling through the Spirit. The Lord has given us the spirit of understanding and wisdom and discernment. And he's given us men who are leaders of us to help to boost that spirit. All right? So, hey, that's just all I had, man. Just something real quick. You know, I was going to go into different articles too where it talks about it, but it's all the same thing. You know, these Edomites are about to get hit super, super hard with different things. And we're going to see, because there's going to be more to come. There's going to be more to come. Up and down. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention, I had to do a different one on this. The farmers. How COVID-19 is affecting farmers. You got seeds. As Elder Malcolm will bring out, how you got sale of seeds in certain states has become illegal. Okay? So, yeah, I'm going to do another one on this, man. Hey, all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rahafadash, the ones, the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, rule well, peace and salutations and blessings to you sincere brothers out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. Continue to do so until we can't no more. Shalom.